Hey guys, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be starting another Reading After 10 challenge. Sorry that I'm outdoors. I'm on my patio at the moment, and I just thought this would be an interesting place to film, even though I just realized there's kind of a loud street back here, but we're just gonna go with it. So I wanted to start another Reading After 10 challenge for myself this week because I realized I'm not gonna be able to participate in Contemporary-a-thon like I thought I was going to be, and because I don't think I'm gonna have time for another reading books outside of my comfort zone video this month, because I'm still kind of trying to get out of a reading slump at the moment. Because of that, I just thought it would be nice to try to get myself back in the habit of reading every single day, and hopefully that will help me overcome my reading slump. But I mean, so far this month I'm doing pretty good. I think I've finished 4 books, almost 5 books, and I just started a new book today, so. But I'm currently 70 pages into If Only I Could Tell You, which is one of my Book of the Month selections for this month. So this is definitely a book that I'm planning on finishing this week throughout this video. Some other books I'm kind of hoping to get to in this video, like later this week, is Summer Bird Blue. This is one that I've been wanting to read for a really long time. Also hoping maybe to get to The Gifted School. This is one of my older Book of the Month selections that I never got around to, but it's kind of a thicker book, so we'll see if it happens. My TBR for this week could be changing, but these are just a few books that I'm actually hoping to get to this week. And definitely this one, really enjoying it so far. This one says it's for fans of This Is Us, which made me want to pick it up right away, which is why I did. And so far it's really good. It mainly just follows these 2 sisters and their mom. They have this like secret between them that like something happened in their past and they no longer speak. And so you're trying to figure out what exactly happened back in the day. I'm gonna be filming a few different booktube videos this afternoon, but I still might read a little bit more of this book before 10 o'clock tonight. So I will update you tonight when I get more time to read this, but so far I'm enjoying it and I'm excited to be doing another Reading After 10 challenge. I'll be putting links in the description, by the way, of the 2 previous times that I've done this Reading After 10 experiment, but I've found that it's always like helpful for me to do this challenge for myself because then it makes me actually want to read more every single night. Most of the time in the past I haven't been able to actually get around to the reading until like 11 or so, but we're just gonna keep this challenge called Reading After 10 because that's just easier. Hello, it is 11:30 at night. You know, I really tried to start this at 10 tonight, but I was just at my parents' house having dinner and we stayed a little later than I thought I would, so we just got home, and then I had to quickly finish editing and post this video for tomorrow, like get it all ready and uploaded and stuff, so that took me about an extra 30 minutes, so I was prepared to start this at 10, but you know, life. I'm going to jump into reading this, but I wanted to update you with something crazy that happened today. So I received Regretting You by Colleen Hoover in the mail this afternoon, and I had absolutely no idea that I was even getting this. I think I'm having a bit of a change of plans for this week because I kind of want to immediately read this, but like I'm gonna finish my current read first. This might be on my TBR for this week because holy shit, it's the new Colleen Hoover. Like I had no idea I was getting this. Like this doesn't even come out until December, so I kind of lost my marbles when I saw this in the mail. Thank you so much to Kristen Dwyer. Like, you are the real MVP. She's the one that's always sending me the new Christina Lauren releases, and now she's coming in the clutch with the new Colleen Hoover. I just really appreciate her. And so yeah, didn't realize that this book is a young adult book, which is interesting. Kind of makes me a little bit less excited to read it knowing that it's young adult as opposed to new adult or adult, but I still really want to read it, so I think I'm gonna read this one as soon as I finish this one, and then hopefully later this week get into Summer Bird Blue. That's the plan for now. Also, today I just realized that I have to stay at my parents' house this Thursday and Friday because they're going on a little trip to Seattle, and I'm gonna have to watch Phoenix and stuff, so that will also be in this vlog. I didn't even think about that when I started this morning, so yeah. I'm gonna try to read as much of this as I can so that I can get to Regretting You. I will update you tomorrow with thoughts. It is night 2 of my Reading After 10 thing, and so last night I was able to read a pretty good amount of this book. I started reading at 11:30 last night and I ended up reading until 1 in the morning, And so I read a total of 130 pages last night. I read from page 70 to 200. That was a pretty decent chunk of this book, so I only have this chunk of it left, which is great because I wasn't expecting to read that much last night, and I put in a bunch of like tabs. Like the blue parts were all the kind of like shocking sad moments, and then the yellow parts were just like other shocking plot things that I wanted to remember. It's really starting to get good now. Like I was kind of like about the first 100 pages of this, but then the next 100 pages really got really good, and I kind of like now I understand all the comparisons to This Is Us, because this book is very like, it's like a family drama, but it really just follows this mom and her daughters, and she's just really trying to like make her family whole again. Oh my gosh, there was a plot twist like right before I stopped, like on page like 190 or something. That was so good, and I did not see it coming at all, and it just made me want to finish reading this even more. It was a great time. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's looking to be like a 4-star read, but it could be a 5-star read if these last 100 pages really just kill me. Yeah, so I have about 150 pages left, so I'm planning on reading that all right now because it is exactly 10:40, so it is kind of an earlier night for me. I actually just got home from a super long day at work. Like, it was a really busy long day today, and I just got home right around 9:15, and so I just made myself some dinner and watched Queer Eye, and now here we are at 10:40, and this is probably the earliest I've ever started a reading after 10, which is great. This is why it's called reading after 10, because it always starts after 10, never at 10, usually. Hello. It is night 3 of my reading after 10 video experiment thing, and last night I finished If Only I Could Tell You. I ended up reading until 12:45, so I read for 2 hours, and I read the last 150 pages, and it took me so long to get through those 150 pages because I like kept stopping and kind of like tearing up and like crying. This book is one of the saddest books I think that I've ever read, and it honestly made me feel so depressed when I read this yesterday. Like, oh my gosh. God, after I read the last page of this book, I just looked up and like stared at the wall and just cried for like 5 minutes. Like, it was so freaking good, but it was so heavy and so dark, and there's a lot of like trigger warnings in this book for some really depressing things and just really hard to read things, so I would just know that going in. But like, I definitely understand the comparisons to This Is Us with this book, because it's just a really beautiful, heart-wrenching family drama that will probably make you cry like This Is Us, and there are some similarities with the storylines too. Really enjoyed this one. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. And earlier today, I finished listening to the audiobook of 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo, and this is actually my 100th book read in 2019, which is crazy. Like, I've never hit book 100 in September before. I'm thinking this year might be the first year ever that I'm able to read like maybe 120 or 130 books. Like, I don't really know what my goal is, but my Goodreads goal was set at 100, so I completed my challenge today with this, and I've been listening to this audiobook for about a week now. I really enjoyed it, honestly. Like, this was another 4 out of 5 stars for me. This one is nonfiction, but it honestly reads like it's fiction. I really liked that about it, and we follow these 3 different women, and we follow their true stories of like what their sex lives are like, and it was just very interesting. My favorite girl to read from was Maggie, because she was involved in this like student-teacher relationship, and it's like super controversial but like also very interesting. So far I've had a successful week of technically finishing 2 books. And so I think now I'm gonna jump into Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, because I'm really just so excited about this, and I will admit, like, right now in this moment I'm not really in the mood for a young adult book right now. Like, we're just gonna go with it, and I'm just gonna read it and see how I feel about it. And at the moment right now it's 10:50, so again, I'm starting just a little bit after 10 again, which is good. Hopefully I can get a decent chunk of the way through this book, and I will update you tomorrow with thoughts. It is night 4 of my reading after 10 thing. I'm at my parents' house, if you couldn't tell. Staying at their house tonight because I'm watching Phoenix. Last night, I read 150 pages of Regretting You, and I've been reading today. Like, I was working all day today, but then on my break I read a little bit, and then right when I got home from work I read a little bit, and now I'm on page 212. And Right now it's like 12:40 in the morning. I kind of had a later night than I expected to because I ended up watching a movie with my sister and her boyfriend right after I got home from work. So I haven't been reading as much tonight, but I still did read today. Oh my gosh. Dude, this book is so good. Like, it's so amazing, and like, I was kind of nervous, like, not gonna lie, like, going into this, I was kind of like nervous and expecting not to like it, just because I haven't really liked Colleen Hoover's past young adult novels, and I was just really not interested in reading a young adult novel at the moment. It's so good, and Colleen Hoover is such an amazing storyteller. I feel like it's best if you just jump into this book without really knowing anything about it like I did. It's just so surprising, like, the story is just really, really great, and I really feel so much for these characters already, and I can't wait to see where this goes. Like, this book has been really hard to put down, so because it's really late already though, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read anything tonight. I'm loving it so much so far, and I can't wait to finish it and see where this goes. Hello, it is night 5 of my reading after 10 experiment. Didn't actually manage to read anything last night because it was so late. I ended up just going to bed, but I'm not too mad about it because I did still end up reading some of this book yesterday, so that kind of made up for it in my opinion. But right now I'm on page 212 of this book, and it just hit 10 o'clock. Like, I'm actually starting at 10:03 right now. Sorry, there was like some ASMR in the background right there. And Phoenix, who will not stop whining as I give her attention. So I guess we'll see how much reading I'm actually able to get done without Phoenix, like, you know, needing constant attention. Hi. Hello. Hi. I know you want attention. Hi. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hopefully though, the goal is that I really would like to finish this book tonight, and I have a little bit less than 200 pages left, so I'm hoping to be able to do that. It is night 6 of my reading after 10. I'm back at the apartment. It's cold. It's been raining all day, and I just had to wash my hair, so I'm pretty cold at the moment. Last night, I freaking finished Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. And I actually finished this somewhat early. I think I finished this right at like midnight because I started reading at like 10, like last night, like on the dot at 10, which was like the earliest that I've ever started reading probably at night. I really, really enjoyed this book. I ended up giving it a 4.5 out of 5. Like, it was really, really good. Loved the characters in this, and I love that this book is really just centered on a mother-daughter relationship. It just really made me feel all of the things, and I think the only reason why I knocked off a half star on my rating is because I wasn't a huge fan of, like, the young adult romance happening in this book. Like, I was definitely here, though, for the adult romance that was happening in this book, you know, but the young adult romance, it was like, it was cute, but I wasn't really attached, you know? Like, emotionally, the story really got to me, and it was just really beautiful, and I'm really glad that I decided to read this at the time that I did. Oh my gosh, dude, I feel like these last 2 books that I've just read have been, like, really, really sad, like, contemporary family books, you know? Like, this one and that last one that I just read earlier this week are both just like really incredibly depressing family contemporary books. So I'm feeling like I need a change of pace for my next read. That's why I don't really know if I want to read Summerbird Blue next, because this one's another contemporary that's like gonna be another sad book, because this one is about this girl who like loses her sister in a car accident, and it's like really sad, and like I honestly don't know if I can take all the sadness right now. Like mentally this week has been draining, and I'm just like not in the best place mentally lately, so I'm like, I just need something different. I need something that's not gonna be so sad. So I'm thinking I might just read something on my phone maybe. Like, I've really wanted to read The Unrequited for quite some time now. Or maybe I'll just try to read like a new romance, like from like the new K.A. Tucker romance or the new Mariana Zapata. I don't know, but I just kind of want to like curl up under the covers right now and like read on my phone and just like have a chill night, you know, because today was an incredibly long day at work. I worked my 3rd double in a row today, and we were pretty busy tonight, and tomorrow me and my sister are going to one of our closest friends' weddings, so that's why I had to like wash my hair frantically, and I'm like trying to like get ready for tomorrow, so that's why I'm kind of starting later tonight at 11:30, and because I also had to quickly edit some stuff of this vlog together. But I've just been feeling like I've been literally running around all day. I think I'm just gonna like lay in bed for the rest of the night and read on my phone, and because like I haven't been in my bed in like 2 nights now, so I miss it so much. I'm such a homebody, you know? Like I just want to be in my bed all the time. That's what we're gonna do, and I will update you tomorrow. The last day with thoughts. It is night 7, the final night of reading after 10. It's about 11:30 at night right now. Last night, I didn't really end up reading anything, really. I read the first chapter of The Unrequited on my phone, and I wasn't really feeling it very much. And then after that, I read the first couple of pages of The Gifted School, but then fell asleep, like, so hard. And I fell asleep at, like, I want to say, like, 12:15, which never happens for me. Like, I never fall asleep that early because I have, like, really bad insomnia. That just tells me right there that I was, like, absolutely exhausted and that I really needed it if I fell asleep so early. So it was kind of nice, though, because then this morning I had today off. I just got to sleep in this morning, and so I feel very well rested now, which is good. And then this afternoon, me and my sister went to one of our closest friends' weddings, and it was very beautiful and just a really great time. We got home around 6 o'clock or a little bit after, and we started binge watching the show Unbelievable. It's this new Netflix show that's about, like, it's like a true story about these women who were raped by this guy, and it mainly follows these 2 female detectives, and it's so freaking good. We watched 5 episodes. Probably gonna finish it tomorrow because it's a limited series and there's only 8 episodes, so we only have 3 more, and like, it's just so freaking good. And it's so weird because, you know, like I've mentioned a few times that I don't really like thrillers in books that follow detectives, but I guess for TV shows, it doesn't really bother me. I'm just really, really loving the story, and I'm loving how, like, feminist it is, and, like, the way it brings up these issues of violence against women, it's just really something that's, like, important to me, and I just love it so much. And it's, like, a brand new show. I think it just came out this month. So, but now, I am ready to read something, and I don't really know what I want to read. I don't really know, like, I'm kind of in the mood for a thriller, but at the same time, like, I kind of do want to give The Gifted School another chance because last night I was just really tired, like, and I was not going to be able to read anything last night, and this book does sound really interesting to me, so maybe I'll jump back into this one, or maybe I'll jump into Summerbird Blue if I'm, like, willing to go there emotionally again. Like, but both of these books are ones that I really, really do want to get to. Either way, I'm gonna start reading something, and I will let you know tomorrow what my thoughts are, what I read, and just kind of give you a wrap up on this reading challenge thing. Hello! It is the next morning, and it is just after 10. See what I did there? Just kidding, we don't care about reading after 10 a.m. So last night, I actually ended up reading 108 pages of Lost You by Haylen Beck because I started reading The Gifted School again, and I just could not get into it. Like, maybe it's just because the beginning of that book is, like, really slow, but, like, I was just needing something that was gonna, like, hold my attention right away. And I remember when I did my thriller, like, try a chapter thing that I did, I really liked the first chapter of this, so I just decided to give this one a go, and because I was more in the mood for, like, a thriller last night, I read, like, 108 pages of this. It's so weird, though, because, like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm, like, loving this. Like it's kind of slow, like, now that I'm getting into the story, and it's kind of, like, changing point of views, like, so much. Like, there's so many people, and it kind of has, like, a cop / retired detective point of view, which I'm, like, super not enjoying now. So, like, I don't know about this one, but, like, the one thing I will say is that it's an easy read. Like, I'm flying through this book, which is good. But I don't know, so far it's, like, eh. So, I probably will still finish it, though, just mostly out of curiosity. I have about, like, 200 pages left, so I'm probably gonna finish that today at some point. I mean, overall, in this reading after 10, I was able to finish If Only I Could Tell You, Regretting You, and 3 Women. I guess I technically finished during this, but I was reading that as an audiobook. And then I got, like, a good chunk of the way through another book, so it's like I read about, like, 3.5 books this week, which is normal for me, I think. I'm happy with how this week turned out. I was not expecting to get that Colleen Hoover book, so I was really excited to be able to read that in, like, a reading vlog format video. Like, that was really fun and exciting. As you can see from, like, previous times that I've done this, it's just really hard for me to read like every single day, but I do like doing these reading after 10 challenges for myself because it definitely pushes me to read every single day, and it's definitely like a reminder for me. Like after I do these videos, I do get more back into the habit of trying to read every night before bed, so it's good. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on any of these books that I read during the video. Or thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I always have a lot of fun filming these, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have fun watching these too, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later.